watching the news on Magic Breaks now. I'm Amita Balachandra. Let's take a look at the top headlines.
Thank you, Magic Breaks. We can't thank you enough for doing all that you are.
Mega Magic Breaks now. Impact parents of a Belandur preschool record their statement in front of the magistrate. This comes after we cornered the government to take action after over 40 toddlers were molested in the preschool. Big win for Magic Breaks now, and the citizens who stood strong fighting the VVIP steel flyover splurge. Karnataka government scraps the project. And Magic Breaks now, exclusive insider scoop. Shiv Sena all set to snub Saffron sibling the BJP in the BMC mayoral election. Sena tells us they do not need any help to take charge of the BMC. And housing approvals within 60 days to be a reality in Mumbai and Delhi soon. Urban Development Minister Venkaiah Naidu says move will now ensure authorities will have no room for excuses. Straight up, Mumbai threw up a fractured mandate for the BMC but has voted as one for Magic Breaks now. Big thank you, Mumbai, for making this channel of choice in the crucial BMC election week. On to MB now, impact story. In a development in the Bengaluru School of Horrors on Thursday, the magistrate recorded the statement of the toddlers who were subject to molestation by the school supervisor. Till now, more than a number of parents have filed a complaint against the school, the accused supervisor and the principal. Shrija gets us more details.
Finally, there is a headway in Belanduru's molestation case where a 3-year-old girl was molested by a supervisor at a preschool in Belandur. What we know is that after Magic Breaks now covered this entire news, in fact, it was a huge impact. What we know is that the additional commissioner of police rang up the parents, Hemant Nimbalkar, rang up the parents asking them to come forward and record the statements. In fact, the parents today, they have recorded their statements under Section 188. The Section 188 clearly states that confession of the victim, in fact, the child who was molested recorded her statement. Now, what happens from here is that the charge sheet will be filed. The charges will also be framed against the accused. But unfortunately, what the parents are telling me is that this definitely has come as a huge, big relief for them. But so far, no charges have been booked against the school principal, Dr. Veena, who was just booked under Section 188 and led scot-free. In Bengaluru, Shrija for Magic Breaks now.
Now it is the police commissioner will answer that question. They have already taken action and they will continue to do whatever is necessary within the framework of the law.
The process has moved ahead and our children have given the statement to the magistrate. So thank you so much for that. Now we are waiting for the next steps around the authorities to be held accountable. Thank you. So I think education department is working on getting the seal on the school. So we are really hoping that happens because that will be a very heartbreaker if the school opens again. The authorities have to be held responsible.
On to another Mega Magic Breaks now. Impact now. A big win for all the citizens of Bengaluru. The Karnataka government has finally bowed down to public opinion and has decided to scrap the controversial VVIP steel flyover project. The move comes in the backdrop of allegations that kickbacks from this project have been paid to the Congress High Command and Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaia's family. Steel flyover, since the time it was conceived, has been mired in controversy as the nearly 1,800 crore rupee project was allegedly proposed to benefit a handful of VVIPs and would have resulted in cutting of over 812 trees. Shrija, who's been tracking this story since day one, gets us more details.
A huge victory for the citizens of Bengaluru and a major setback for the Congress-ruled Karnataka government. Finally, the Karnataka government has decided to scrap the controversial steel flyover project. In fact, this decision comes right after B.S. Yediyurappa, the BJP state president, had made a mention that a diary was discovered at Congress MLC Govindaraj's house when IT sleuths conducted a raid. In fact, this particular book, the diary had a mention that about 65 crores was paid to Karnataka CM Siddaramaiah to facilitate this particular project. However, the Congress leaders have denied any such allegations. In fact, what we know is that KJ George, the Bengaluru Development Minister, in fact, expressed disappointment over the controversial project getting scrapped. Also, in fact, what we need to remember is that this particular flyover was supposed to start from Chalukya Circle and end at Hebbal flyover. In fact, this particular flyover ran into 6.7 kilometers at a cost of rupees 1,791 crores, and it ran into trouble because chief reason being that the Bengaluru Development Authority did not consult citizens, as well as it included felling of 812 trees. Now, this very recent new development of the steel flyover being scrapped has definitely come as a has brought cheers to green activists here in the city. In Bengaluru, Shrija for Magic Bricks Now.
Also listen in to Bengaluru's Development Minister KJ George.
You were very insistent on this just a few months ago. What changed now?
This is not changed. You people, especially the national media and Times now, you time and again told this steel bridge is sanctioned because of corruption is involved. The ministry has taken the thing, everything you have to talk. And there's no other way to prove the thing. That's why you have cancelled that thing.
But you've been saying that these allegations are baseless. If they are indeed baseless, you could have brazened it out and asked for a probe.
We tried our level best. I explained to the press, I explained to the legislators, I explained to the people. But because of the media, because of these NGOs, because of one national party who claims to be a national party, the BJP, they are opposing, not only opposing I can understand. But if they say without any evidence, without any document, the corruption is involved. That's why we are very much hurt. We wanted to prove that we are not for this bridge because of charges on corruption on our head.
What is the alternate now, sir? Do you plan to come up with another...
Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, let him suggest, his NGO suggests, we will consider it.
Also listen in to some other reactions coming in.
100% is people's victory, and people, if they mind, they can do whatever they want. This is the democracy that has, particularly in Bangalore citizens, they have come out openly about this against the steel bridge. That's why they have stopped the steel bridge project.
The most important aspect of this fight was the fact that the citizens came out in hundreds and thousands of people. And as you know, as politicians see the coming close of elections, people suddenly seem to matter more. People's opinions seem to matter more. I think the coming of elections over the next 8-10 months clearly has woken the government up to the reality that people were really angry. The revelations by channels of the diary was, in my opinion, the clinching nail in the coffin of the steel flyover, because that proved what many people felt, that this project was being pushed through by this project despite public opposition for some strange mysterious reason, and the strange mysterious reason became clear with the diary. Bengaluru's today's situation and this decline, whether it's Belandur Lake, whether it's a steel flyover, whether it's a garbage problem, whether it's a public health problem, all boils down to one issue, that there has been a rampant exploitation and a culture of corruption in the city for many, many years. Citizens have been quiet. It is only with the steel flyover that citizens have now decided to become activists, more active. With citizens and media coming together, I think it is now becoming clear to the political leaders of the city that the same old business as usual will not be able to continue, and people will fight back against it.
Moving on now to Maha Mandate 2017 as focus shifts to the fight for the coveted post of the mayor of Mumbai. Magic Bricks now exclusively learns from high-placed Shiv Sena sources that it will not join hands with BJP for the mayoral post. Disha Shah gets us more details.
Absolutely. In fact, a very highly placed source in the Shiv Sena has confirmed to Magic Bricks now that Shiv Sena is going to contest solo for the mayor's poll. What the source has confirmed, saying that Shiv Sena, they do not need the BJP support for the mayor's poll. In fact, how they had contested the BMC polls by all alone, they will contest and they will win, and the mayor will be from Shiv Sena's party. In fact, the party is very confident, and of course, ahead of the mayor's poll, the party has already started work for the city of Mumbai, and there are two issues that the party will address immediately after the new house is elected, is what we understand. First and the foremost is the Mumbai development plan for 2034, the implementation of the plan, which has been stuck and delayed for more than 4 years now. So that, of course, is in the top list, and they have also set a deadline of August 2017, and they claim that by August 2017, Mumbaikars could have a final development plan in place for 2034. And secondly, the second most important issue that they are going to address is of better quality and good quality of roads. As of course, as for our viewers, Aditya Thackeray of the Shiv Sena party in the interview to Magic Bricks now had focused and stressed on giving citizens good quality of roads, and of course he went on to say that resurfacing of more than 1,000 roads in the city of Mumbai have already begun. So just before the monsoon, at least what they aim is that 50% of the work should be complete, so that citizens they do not face bumpy rides during monsoon, like how the BMC was flagged by citizens last year for potholes. So of course these are the two major issues that the Shiv Sena is going to address, the leading party, the ruling party in the BMC, after the new house is elected. And lastly, we all know that now the mayor's election will be held on 8th of March this year, just less than a week to go. So we have to wait and watch what the outcome will be. This is Disha Shah from Magic Bricks Now.
Meanwhile, the Congress party has once again asserted that they are not going to join hands with the Shiv Sena. Aishwarya Palawal gets us more details.
With the mayor elections just round the corner, all big political parties are forming up the next move. Now, I'm here outside Tilak Bhavan, which is the headquarters of Congress, and inside is Ashok Chavan. He is meeting all the district leaders. Now, what the Congress party is looking at is that they are still saying they will not go ahead with the Shiv Sena. They are saying what they can do is that they can come up with a mayor candidate for the party. Now, that is the current talks that we are hearing from the sources and from Mr. Ashok Chavan. He's also saying that NCP and Congress can still come together, because both of them are secular parties, but there is no way that they will each support either BJP or the Shiv Sena. Now, they're also saying they will wait and watch to see exactly what will happen within Shiv Sena and the BJP camps, because what the Congress strongly believes is that all the fighting that the people of Mumbai saw was just a political gimmick. At the end of the day, we'll see Shiv Sena and BJP coming back together. That's what sources within the Congress are telling us at the moment. The Congress on its part is very clear that they are not going to support the Shiv Sena come what may.
कांग्रेस ने शिवसेना को समर्थन देने की बात कभी भी नहीं कही थी, इसलिए ये इशू पर कभी हमने न किसी से चर्चा की है, न हमने शिवसेना को समर्थन करने की बात कहीं भी की है। ये बात गलत है और इसकी चर्चा में कोई मतलब नहीं है। हमारा तो ये कहना है कि चुनाव तो हो गए, अब तो कल से शुरू हो गया कि बीजेपी और सेना मिलकर काम करे। प्रधानमंत्री ने कुछ सलाह दी है मुख्यमंत्री को, वो जरा शिवसेना से भी बात करें, तो मुझे लगता है कि ये तो आखिर में एक ही हो जाएंगे। मैंने सुना कि अकोला या कहीं पर ईवीएम मशीन भी किसी भाजपा के उम्मीदवार के घर पर, अकोला में घर पे पाई गई। इट्स ए वेरी सीरियस इशू। मतलब ईवीएम मशीन एक भाजपा के उम्मीदवार के घर पे पाई जाती है, ये एलिगेशन है, सच्चाई है, पेपर में भी बयान आया है। इससे और सीरियस क्या हो सकता है? और जहाँ जितने वोट कास्ट हुए हैं वो और काउंटिंग, इसमें भी टैली नहीं हो रहा है कि कितने वोट दिए गए हैं और कितने वोट एक्चुअली कास्ट हुए हैं। इसमें फ़र्क है। तो एक ओवरऑल सिचुएशन ऐसी नज़र आ रही है कि ईवीएम मशीन्स में बड़े पैमाने पे उसका टैंपरिंग होने की संभावना है। हालांकि ये चीज़ तो इलेक्शन पिटीशन का मुद्दा है, पर हर ज़िले में हर कैंडिडेट ने ये शिकायतें मुझसे आज की हैं।
Meanwhile, in its mouthpiece, Samna, the Shiv Sena took on the BJP and claimed that nationalism is now being defined by the inflated number of votes, and this mask of nationalism is a fatal one. They also questioned the BJP-PDP alliance in Jammu and Kashmir, calling it opportunistic.
देशभक्ति की डेफिनेशन कौन बनाएगा? कौन सी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी बनाएगी? क्या हम बनाएं? कांग्रेस, बीजेपी, कौन? हर पार्टी की डेफिनेशन अलग अलग है देशभक्ति की। अगर हम कुछ करें तो हमें कहेंगे देशभक्ति नहीं है। वहां कश्मीर में पीडीपी के साथ, महबूबा मुफ्ती के साथ अगर दूसरा कोई जाता तो देशभक्ति ने देशद्रोह होता, लेकिन आज नहीं है। यहां महाराष्ट्र के एक भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एमएलए प्रशांत पारिचारक ने जिस तरह की अभद्र भाषा का इस्तेमाल किया है, हमारे जो जवान वहां शहीद हो रहे हैं उनके खिलाफ और उनके फैमिली के, खास करके महिलाओं के खिलाफ, क्या ये देशभक्ति है? अगर दूसरा कोई पार्टी का एमएलए इस प्रकार की भाषा का इस्तेमाल करता तो देशद्रोह होता। लेकिन प्रशांत पारिचारक के खिलाफ और कुछ यहाँ के जो विद्यार्थी संगठन है, पुणे में आंदोलन किया तो उनके ऊपर लाठियां चलाई। उनकी क्या गलती थी? सैनिकों के खिलाफ अभद्र भाषा का इस्तेमाल करने वाले एक एमएलए के खिलाफ आंदोलन था, लेकिन जिसने आंदोलन किया वो देशद्रोही बन गया अचानक।
Shifting focus to Chennai now, on Jan 28th, two ships collided off the Chennai coast, leading to a massive oil spill that spread across the coast of Chennai. A month after the environmental disaster, a big cover-up has been exposed. Times Network is in possession of 4 documents that reveal the cover-up that was at play in Tamil Nadu. Shabbir gets us more details.
Well, the first 48 hours were extremely crucial, and now what we understand from these documents that we have access, it's very clear that neither the port authorities nor the captain of the vessel had informed the concerned authorities about the incident. So that is what we can understand from this document that Times Now has access. This is a showcase notice that has been sent to both the vessels and the managing director of Kamaraj Port, in which the Tamil Nadu government clearly says that there seems to be some kind of negligence on part of the port authorities, whereas the port authorities had not informed the accident and not taken meticulous steps to systematically assess the damage and report the extent of spillage of the oil into the sea. You have also not assessed the exact quantity of the oil that would have spilled into the sea due to the damage in ship bunkers. So clearly this notice also goes on to ask that why there should not be any kind of criminal proceedings against the port chairman and the owners of the ship. So clearly multiple questions are being raised, because it's been exactly a month since this incident occurred, the massive disaster in Bay of Bengal, and why is that till now the quantum of oil that was leaked into the sea has not been ascertained by the experts. There have been several teams that have been formed to look into this issue, but none of the teams have come up with the exact number of the oil that was spilled into the sea. And now this Indian Coast Guard report that we have managed to access clearly says that initially it was reported by the ship and Ennur port that the slick was anticipated to be less than 2 tons. However, post collection of the oil sludge, it was observed to be more than 150 tons. So the oil slick was observed to be 150 tons, is a huge number. So what happens? What is the kind of disaster it has caused? What is the kind of damage it has caused? All the reports that we have managed to access have clearly come to a conclusion that the water was polluted, the seawater was unfit for designated use. And now the big question is, what were these authorities trying to do? For the past few days, the authorities have only managed to say that the cleanup process is on,
and it was the damage was minimal. But right now these documents, the affidavit that was filed in the NGT court, clearly reveals a different picture, where the authorities themselves have come out and said that the water contamination is something which is high, which cannot be however, the values exceeding sea water quality standards prescribed for bathing, recreation and fishing purpose. So it is not prescribed for bathing, recreation or for fishing purposes. So clearly these are all official documents that have been filed in the NGT court, which clearly gives us a picture.
In the meantime, it's been over a month since the oil spill, but the coast is far from cleaned up. Our correspondent Vijay sent us this report.
It's been almost a month since the entire oil spill issue began over here in Ennur, and right now I am at that very same spot where we brought you live coverage from here during the issue of the whole oil spill. And right now, if you can see, there are still oil stains and oil marks on the stones over here. There are people since then who have been working non-stop. A lot of authorities I hear are using heavy-duty water jet cleaners over here to ensure that the oil marks are removed from the stain. It is going to be a tedious process, like we have been mentioning for a long time. Now, what this has also done is has created a huge hazard, a huge and a massive health hazard. We have already seen people who've suffered due to this. They've had a lot of side effects due to this. They have suffered a lot of respiratory issues due to cleaning over here, especially those who helped in cleaning, the maritime students, the port authorities and many other authorities as well who've come over here, some voluntarily cleaning and some also sent officially by the Tamil Nadu government. We've also had reports of fresh deposits of oil within the water. Now, if I can ask Manish to just pan towards the sea over here, there are fresh deposits of oil which seem like nobody knew from where it's come so far. We did try to speak to the authorities. They are saying that there are oil that has probably, a residual oil that has come from the stones, which is back into the sea. But you can see the outline also, the boom outlines are still there, which is ensuring that the oil does not go beyond a certain point into the water. But that is the kind of situation right now that we are facing in Ennur even still today, that it is continuing to be a huge health hazard. The recovery process is on a very, very speedy process over here. Cleaning up process also is there, but it is like you can see, there are still oil marks all throughout, and it's going to take a very, very long time. By the looks of it, it is very, very tedious. They are, let's not take away from the people who's working also over here, but the deposits of oil that continue to be over here, and why is it taking so long, is continuing a huge issue, because the manpower that we are seeing is not the same like we saw during the week of the entire oil spill that happened. So that is a huge question that the health authorities should come up with. Also a huge question that the Tamil Nadu government faces, and the port authorities as well, as to how long this is going to take and whether it will continue to be a health hazard or not. In Ennur, with camera person Manish, Vijay Krisdas for Times Now.
Moving on now, non-subsidized LPG cylinders is set to pinch your pocket. From now on, you need to pay extra 86 rupees per cooking gas cylinder. Now, this is the steepest hike in the prices of LPG in India's history. Now, non-subsidized LPG bought by those who have either given up their subsidies or exhausted the quota of 12 bottles of 14.2 kg in a year at below market price will now pay the revised price. We went on to ask people of different cities as to what they think about this. Listen in.
आज जो गैस की कीमत बढ़ रही है और घर में महिला के लिए वो खर्चा परिवर्तन नहीं है, इसीलिए सरकार ने कुछ उसमें ध्यान देकर कम करना चाहिए।
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मार्केट में ऑयल के भाव बढ़ने के कारण गैस के भी भाव बढ़ गए हैं, तो उसको जनरल लोगों के लिए प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, तो सरकार ने उस पे सॉल्यूशन निकाल के उनके बारे में सोचना चाहिए।
इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में ऑयल की प्राइसेस बढ़ गए हैं, लेकिन फिर भी गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ तो भी जनरल पब्लिक के लिए सब्सिडीज वगैरह कम करके कुछ तो भी सॉल्यूशन निकालना चाहिए।
According to me, the government has no role to play in the hike of these prices, as the prices are decided by the OPEC countries. But the people who are really have a less income than nearly 5 lakhs rupees, they may suffer the increase in the prices. So I think government should do something in those cases who have the less income.
The hike in the prices of gas cylinders are dependent on international crude oil prices. But besides that, we should consider that our government is providing the subsidies to the people who are living in the remote areas like Adivasis, etc. So the government should consider the people who have low income but given up the subsidy, they should again provide with the subsidy.
सिलेंडर का तो ये है, रोज ही चाहिए पड़ता है, खाना तो रोज ही बनाना है। अगर महीने में 2 बार सिलेंडर के दाम बढ़ेंगे तो घर कैसे चलाएंगी गृहिणियां?
अब गैस के भाव बढ़ाने में, जो कि घर में तीनों टाइम घर में बिना गैस के तो खाना नहीं बन सकता, बच्चों का नाश्ता नहीं बन सकता, तो पूरे घर की आर्थिक स्थिति गड़बड़ होती जा रही है।
गैस तो बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी हो चुका है, क्योंकि आप कैरोसिन लेने जाते हैं आपको नहीं मिल रहा है, तो फिर जब हम गैस से यूज़ करेंगे और अगर आप उसी के दाम बढ़ा देंगे तो फिर हम खाएंगे क्या, और बच्चों को हमें कुछ ना कुछ तो फिर यहाँ से एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा कि हम वही पुरानी पद्धति में जाना पसंद कर लेंगे।
ये हर महीना 2 महीना 3 महीना बार बार ये गैस को ऊपर नीचे कभी महंगा करता है, कभी घटाता है, तो छोटे गरीब लोग क्या करेंगे?
The hike हुआ है, that will be affecting most of the urban areas. The people in the rural areas will get much affected because of it, rather than the cities. Cities also, the people who are small scale industries इनकी चलती है, they might get affected, and the people with they use gas cylinders, they might get affected.
अभी सब जगह खर्चे बढ़ रहे हैं तो हम लोग गरीब लोग क्या करेंगे, इसलिए गैस का तो इतना नहीं बढ़ाना चाहिए ना। गरीब लोग का इतना मतलब कमाई नहीं है, कम है, तो इतना मतलब कम करना चाहिए गैस का। बहुत तकलीफ हो रहा है। पहले हम लोग भी रेंट से है यहाँ पे, पहले 28 तारीख तक हम 1210 देते थे, अभी डायरेक्ट 88 बढ़ा दिया है वो लोग ने। हम लोग का क्या है, रेंट से है तो धंधा पानी भी नहीं है, और पहले भी ये लोग ने नोटबंदी किया था, बड़े बड़े वादे करते हैं और फंसाते हैं लोगों को। आप लोग को बहुत तकलीफ हो रहा है इधर। भाव कभी बढ़ाते हो कभी कम करते हो तो हम लोगों को फिर प्रॉब्लम होता है, फिर जो महीने का जो बचत रहता है, खर्चा रहता है, उसमें भी मतलब आगे पीछे सब हो जाता है।
Also in the news, starting the 15th of March, taxi unions in the city of Mumbai threatened to bring the city to a standstill if the government does not implement Maharashtra City Taxi Scheme 2016, a long-standing demand of the taxi unions to fight cab-based aggregators like Ola and Uber. Taxi unions say the aggregators have hampered their daily business if these rules don't get implemented. That is, cab-based aggregators will not fall in line with Kali-Pili taxis, and that's not what Kali-Pili Taxi Union wants. Listen in.
This bill is pending since last 2 months with the CM, and central government has already cleared it. And why this delay, unnecessary delay? The taxi people are incurring the loss. The suburban taxis business is completely wiped out because of the illegal operation of the taxi.
So if it doesn't get implemented by the 15th of March, are you threatening to strike?
Yeah, we are going to take a very strong decision whether we will to continue whether it is indefinite strike or a day strike. That will decide later on.
And before we wrap this show up, a quick reminder, Magic Bricks Realty Consumer Awards 2016, a unique initiative that poll opinions of homeowners of the quality and service of the real estate industry for the first time in India. A survey-based realty award where consumers choose the best developed project in various categories across 7 Indian metros. Here's your opportunity to participate in the survey and help your project win 1 lakh rupees. Log on to consumerawards.mbnow.in and vote for your favorite project now. That's a wrap on the news. Stay with Magic Bricks now.
You can watch live TV on our website mbnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.